Hey everybody, here's a new video of the newest watch I just purchased. It's the Rolex Yachtmaster II two-tone 18 karat rose gold stainless steel. I know many of you know that I'm not a huge fan of Rolex, but I decided to give the Yachtmaster II a try. And so far I really do like the watch. It's extremely well balanced, surprisingly, and it wears very comfortably. First, let me show you the dial. So we have a 18 karat rose gold bezel along with ceramic, the blue ceramic. This model comes in 18 karat white gold and 18 karat rose gold. In my opinion, the two-tone looks the best. As many of you may know, this is a chronograph watch that Rolex decided to make, but it is a chronograph used for regatta. It counts down from 10 minutes to 0. Unlike the traditional chronograph watches, typically they count upwards in minutes, but this one counts down. Later in the video I'll also show how it's used and how you would set the minutes as well. So here's a view of the side of the Yachtmaster II. Here's a closer view of the bezel. The bezel does rotate, but only rotates to set the minutes for the regatta function. Now let's take a look at the band. Very traditional band, very similar to the Rolex Submariner band. Here's the deployment clasp. In my opinion, this deployment clasp is one of the better ones that I've seen that Rolex has made. Let me show you how it works. So you lift that safety clasp up and pay close attention as I try to open the deployment. There's a spring mechanism right here that opens the clasp, and that's extremely well made, and I think Rolex did a great job in developing that. There is an expandable link underneath the buckle, but it's not by much. All you do is lift it a little harder and then it pops open. Let's take a look at the whole watch from a side view as well. Later in the video I will put the watch on my wrist, as many of you requested to see how it looks on a wrist. And I do have a smaller wrist, a 7 inch and a quarter, and this is a 44 millimeter watch. So you'll get a good idea of how it looks on a smaller wrist. Now let me show you how the chronograph function actually works. It's very similar to most chronograph watch. First, you'll hit the top button to start the seconds. As you can see, the seconds hands will begin to count upwards. If you want to stop it, you'd hit the top button again. To restart it, you hit it again. The difference in this particular chronograph is as the seconds count upwards, the minutes, you'll see the red arrow right to the left of the watch, that counts downwards. Hopefully you see that the arrow is moving down. Now it's almost to the 9-second mark. 9 minutes mark. Another unique feature about this watch is the split second function. If you push the bottom button, I'll let it pass over the center mark. Now if I push the lower button, it will reset itself and begin. To stop, push the top button, and to reset everything back to normal, you'd hit the bottom button, but you have to hit the bottom button quite hard. I notice if you hit it light, it does not reset to the center evenly. So there we go. Everything reset itself, including the arrow back to 10. Now let me show you guys how to set the minutes from 10 minutes to 7 minutes if you want to do that. Basically what you'll do is you'll rotate the bezel to the left until it locks. Now you'll hit the bottom button, and once you hit the bottom button, it will snap in place. Once it snaps in place, you'll unscrew the crown. Once the crown is unscrewed, you can begin to change the countdown minutes. So I'll just change it back and put it to 10 again. Once that is put to whatever minutes you want it to be at, you'll twist the bezel to the right. Once you twist it to the right, the lower button locks, it pops right back out, and now you can just screw the crown back down. Now you do want to make sure that the functions are working, so I'll go ahead and start the countdown. To my understanding, the movement in this watch is very finicky, so you have to be careful on how you use it. You don't want to mess up the movement inside by setting the timer incorrectly. Everything reset itself back to 0 properly. Now I'll go ahead and put this on my wrist to show everyone how it looks. Again, my wrist is 7 1/4 inches. And as you can see, it's a little large, but it works pretty well. It's not extremely oversized. For people that are not used to wearing a large watch, it will take a little bit of time to get used to. Well, thank you guys for watching. Please like, dislike, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.